decided to do a first impressions on this Makeup Forever HD foundation. I just received this literally yesterday and I thought I may as well film a first impressions video. So I do live in Australia now and it is winter and my skin does tend to get a little bit on the drier side. So I'm really excited to use this because someone commented on my photo that it was really bad for oily skin, but I will see that for myself. The box says HD foundation combines flawless coverage and an extremely natural finish. The cerussite contained in HD foundation heightens the diffusion of light and intensifies the glow of the skin. Enriched with blah 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 blah. It's usually smooth and elastic in texture, makes it easy to apply and a pleasure to wear. Skin texture is refined to give a very natural complexion, dermatologically tested, oil-free, shake before use, tested 6 hours after application of the product on 10 volunteers. Okay, so I'm going to shake it up. My hair looks so funny. Not sorry. So the primer that I use when I'm using expensive foundations is an expensive primer. So I use the Hourglass Veil Primer. But a drugstore one, if you're interested, that I really like is the Face Base Skin Primer Hydrating Primer by Model Co. I really like this one. It's silicone based and it just makes your foundation glide on so easy. So I highly recommend that one if you're not willing to spend a lot on this one, because this one's like $90 or something cray. So I'm just gonna put that all over. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put one squirt onto my metal mixing palette. The consistency is actually quite runny, to be honest. I thought it'd be way thicker for some reason. And I've just dampened my beauty blender, but I'm gonna dot this all over my face with just a concealer brush first and then blend it out. It's like an exact match of my neck. I'm so happy. Okay, I'm gonna go in with one more pump because that doesn't seem like enough. Because I like quite a full coverage. Doesn't really have a smell, if you're wondering. So now I'm just going to blend it in with my beauty blender. I've seen heaps of people use this foundation in their freelancing kit. That's mainly the reason why I picked it up, because if it looks really nice on my skin, then I might buy a couple more shades to have in my kit. So yeah, that's the reason why I got it. So far it's blending out pretty nicely, but it does dry really quick, so I don't really recommend dotting your face and then blending it in. Okay, so it does a really good job at you know, covering all the discoloration on your face, but I'm kind of having trouble covering up my blemishes because they are red. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with this Instant Age Rewind concealer in the shade medium and go over my blemishes, obviously. I kind of find that, because I have heaps of these in the light pale because I use these to highlight, and this consistency is like really thick compared to the other ones. I don't know why. Oh, that seemed to do the job at concealing. Okay, I'm happy now. Yeah. But yeah, overall, let me give it a little zoom up. I'm really impressed with this foundation. I'm so glad that I got it. And I find it really hard to find a foundation that matches my fake tan. So my Holy Grail foundation is my Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I have the color Ivory Beige, and it does match, but it doesn't, if you know what I mean. It's not the perfect match, but this is like, I don't think it could get any more perfect. Like, it is, thank God. If you use the Loving Tan Dark Mousse, then I highly recommend the N128 color and this foundation so far. But I'm just going to do the rest of my makeup and then come back after I finish it, and then every few hours just to update you guys on my thoughts. So yeah, I'll see you then. So I also received the new Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, which is just a contour and highlighting palette. And I really wanted to do a first impression of this, but I didn't want to do it in a separate video. So I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and then contour and highlight with this and let you know my first impressions of it. So yeah, I'll just do the rest of my face and I'll see you in like a second. Bye. So I've just concealed and highlighted, so I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D palette, and I'm just going to take the banana shade because I like to use the banana shade from Anastasia's palette. I'm just using this Makeup Addiction highlighting brush. Whoa. Okay. Wow, I really like this. Yeah, this one's a lot more powdery than the Anastasia, but it definitely does a better job at brightening. So I'm just going to take the matte whiter shade and just use that on my chin, Cupid's bow, and down the center of my face. I've just set my face with the Rimmel translucent powder. I usually use the Australis Fresh and Flawless, but I didn't want to add any extra coverage, so I just put a translucent powder over the top to set the foundation, even though it already felt set, but because I have oily skin, I kind of have to set my foundation. So I'm going to go in with the Shade and Light palette to contour. I'm so excited. I think I'm going to use the kind of grey based colour. I'm just going to go ahead. I probably shouldn't have used this brush because it's like damp, but YOLO. The colour is very similar to the Anastasia one, so and then I'm going to take the darker colour and use that on my forehead area. I don't know if I like the dark colour. It's like really dark. Maybe I'll just stick with the grey one for now. Did a good job at contouring. Just gonna put it on my jaw. I'm still using the grey colour. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this Makeup Addiction Large Fluff brush and contouring my nose with the grey colour. Underneath my lip. I'm gonna bake my face because that's what I always do. I'm just gonna bake my contour though, not underneath my eyes because I just used the banana shade. So it is now 10 o'clock, so it's been an hour since my foundation has been on and it still looks the same as when I applied it. I literally can't fault it. It's gone a bit cakey around my nose, but that's normal. Every single foundation goes cakey around my nose. And yeah, I'm really impressed with it so far. Probably check back with you every 2 to 3 hours to see how it's sitting on my skin. So yeah, I will see you then. Hey guys, so it is now 1 PM. I've had this foundation on for 4 hours now and it still looks really good. Just around my nose it is separating, but other than that it stayed really well. I haven't gotten oily at all. I actually love winter because I never get oily down my T-zone, but in summer, holy hell, like my face is a literal oil farm. I can't really fault it. It's held my highlight, contour and blush. My lipstick's still on because I haven't eaten. I should probably go have lunch now. This pimple is annoying me, but a pimple is a pimple. I'm so glad that I just bit the bullet and got this foundation, because I wasn't going to buy it because I'm pretty happy with my foundations at the moment, but this has got to be up there with one of my faves, ATM. That highlight though, like, you guys need to like get on that highlight train. Okay, I'll try and do a check-in at 5 and then at 9 p.m. at night just to see the whole 12-hour wear of this foundation. So yeah, I'll check back in with you guys at 5. Hi everyone, so it is now 5 p.m. and I've had it on for 8 hours. I had to think about that. I can sort of see oil forming on my skin, like around my nose, on my chin, and on my cheeks, but none of the foundation has come off. Actually, a little bit on my chin, but I was like leaning on my pillow, so that's probably why. Otherwise, my face still looks pretty much the same as when I first applied it. My under eye area hasn't creased at all, so I'm loving the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Contour is still on fleek, and so is my blush and highlight. I would definitely use this foundation in my kit. For anyone that is a freelance makeup artist and do use this foundation for your clients, if you could please comment below what colors you use, because I'm gonna make an order from Sephora and order a few more shades so I can mix and match and whatever. So yeah, please comment down below. Also, it doesn't have any flashback. I'll insert a photo here, which is one of the other reasons why I picked up this foundation, because Estee Lauder can tend to flash back. So that's why I don't use that so much on clients that will be exposed to flash photography or whatever. So yep, it doesn't have any flashback, which is amazing, especially for bridal. I will check back with you around 8 to 9 p.m. tonight for my final update. But yeah, 100% impressed, love this foundation, and yeah, can't wait to use it some more. So I will see you in about 3 to 4 hours. Hey everyone, so it is now 9 p.m. and I've had this foundation on for 12 hours now. My face isn't that much more oilier than it was at 5. It's just around here really that's shiny, and on my chin and a little bit on my nose, but none of the foundation has faded or looks blotchy or patchy. My highlight, contour, blush, everything has stayed in place, especially my under eye area. I don't usually get creases anyway in my under eye area, but obviously the Kat Von D palette's good because I haven't had any creases whatsoever underneath my eyes. And yeah, I'm really super impressed with this foundation, and I really can't wait to order some more for my kit. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and if it was helpful to you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.